Oh my God, you guys, come and sit down and shut the door. Beyonce and Jay Z's kingdom is in jeopardy. I repeat, the wolves have been let in. Everybody's so concerned about what is going on in American media that they don't realize that Jay Z and Beyonce's empire is crumbling over in France. There is a coup going on with LVMH. Beyonce and Jay Z are at the center of it. New leadership is rising, and they are using what's going on with the Diddy case to oust them. You guys, this is huge and it is groundbreaking. And before anybody says, Tisa, you just be talking, baby, this ain't speculation. This is from one of the foremost investigative magazines that look at corporate structures. They basically are like the Forbes and the Wall Street Journal for the fashion industry in Paris. They are super legit. They have won awards. This is not to be questioned. I'll put the credentials at the end, but this is all over the headlines in France. Listen to what is happening. You're not going to believe this. They are saying that Beyonce's whiskey and Jay-Z's champagne are starting to embarrass Moet Hennessy. They said the question of Jay-Z in that Diddy case undermines his image and potentially that of the group. They said this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Okay, guys. Already in the midst of a governance of a crisis, Moet Hennessy, the wines and spirit branch of LVMH, wonders about the fate of Jay-Z's alcoholic beverages or all the alcoholic beverages embodied by the couple that have Beyonce and Jay-Z at the home, okay? Now, they're saying that this doesn't have anything to do with Beyonce. It has to do with Jay-Z and the way she has tied her image so closely to him. Now, I know what you're saying, duh, that's her husband, but I'm talking about the way she came out and gave unequivocal support to him, which at the end of the day, nobody knows if Jay-Z is guilty or innocent. That has to be fought in a court of law. And Tony Busby has been quiet. People think that he's going to come back with some type of thing, but he might actually skulk out into the wind. Nobody really knows. Again, this is being reported by The Letter. This is being reported by Glitz Paris. If you're not familiar with those publications, they are not tabloids at all. They do not deal in speculation. They do in-depth investigative reports. Why? In America, we look at fashion as something frivolous, even though it is $1 billion industry. In France, fashion is one of the main industries of the country. They look into corruption. They look into turmoil. Their fashion houses actually control even their private holdings, their stock market. It's a very big deal. Again, I'll get into their credentials later. But anyway, right? They said, as a reminder, Moet Hennessy has owned since 2021 50% of Roc Nation, a brand created by Jay-Z to distribute his Armand de Bourgogne champagne. That's the Ace of Spades. And his wife Beyonce launched in August of 2024 her Sir Davis whiskey brand that also, and Moet Hennessy also distributes this. Again, you guys, this is translated from French. Forgive the translation, but it's a good translation. And you guys can, I'll put the link in the description box. You guys can find it yourself. Suffice it to say that the judicial setbacks setbacks that Jay-Z has faced has plunged the LVMH group into embarrassment. They feel like they have egg on their face, especially since Jay-Z and Beyonce are the faces of the Tiffany & Co. brand. But they also participate in all the Louis Vuitton shows, and even in some cases, they are heavily tied to and featured with the Arnault family. The problem they're saying is that the problem they're saying, the more burning question that's taking shape against the background of divergences between the future leaders. So here's really what's going on. And again, this is bad timing, but it's timing nonetheless. Business is a cutthroat thing. So basically, the person that gave Jay-Z, believes in Jay-Z, of course, is Arnault, right? And also his son. The Sir Davis whiskey also is his son thing. However, there is a power struggle between the two future leaders of Moet Hennessy. Alexander Arnault, who says he is a friend of the two stars, and he's the one that was behind launching the partnerships. And the next CEO of the wine and spirits section of LVMH, Jean-Jacques Gourny, has also said, and he said time and time again, that he's opposed to association of their brand with people like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now, hear me out. Baby, to me, this streaks of French classism, elitism, and dare I say, racism. Hear me out. If you know what's going on in France with the 500 mothers, just go to TikTok and put in 500 mothers. They're testifying right now in front of the French Congress. What they allow to happen over there, and it seems to be court sanctioned on a regular basis, is disgusting. Okay? They need a Me Too movement when it comes to parent and children, if you know what I mean. You need to actually go to TikTok. On top of that, plenty of those billionaires over in LVMH have had their share of weirdness. But you have to remember also, this isn't America, it's France. In France, they don't believe that innocent until proven guilty stuff, right? They don't believe that innocent until proven guilty stuff. They go by the court of public opinion. They go by reputation. But this is giving me a little bit like, we don't like the rappers coming in and buying Birkins. It is. To which I will say, well, if they don't want you there, why are you buying Birkins? For what? But it's none of my business because I don't have a Birkin. So how would I even know how that feels or what the motivation is? Again, they are using this. The CEO of the wine and spirits never wanted to be associated with Beyonce or Jay-Z. They think it's a horrible look. Okay? Arnault's son, Salma Hayek's husband's son, is super, super buddy, and he wanted to take the brand in that. They are now using this lawsuit that he's involved with to say he's not our type of people. And even if he's not guilty, he was too close with Diddy, who is making international headlines. It's literally like Diddy's smut and dirt got on everybody. They said investments in the Ace of Spades brand, which the LVMH sellers have officially renamed Arnaud de Bourgogne, should therefore be put on hold pending the maintenance or withdrawal of the prosecution against Jay-Z, who remains presumed innocent in the American court. You guys, this is huge. And this would explain why Alex Spiro is burning everything down like Daenerys in the last season of Game of Thrones. This is huge. The wolves have been let in. They are under siege. But again, we've been looking in the wrong direction. We're looking at the Diddy case, and they have been going through their own trial tribulations over in France with that new CEO of the wine and liquor spirits division trying to oust them. Now, really quick, you guys. And again, here's my whole thing. When you associate with people, their shine can reflect on you. Diddy, Jay-Z, yeah, two black billionaires. What's better than one, two? Yeah, I get it. And it was a beautiful dream. And they use each other to prop each other up. Okay? Alex Spiro is fighting his best to prove that Jay-Z is completely innocent and cannot be associated with that. Fine. That will have to be proven in the court of law. But it is an interesting nuance that in business, they're saying it doesn't matter whether you're actually the one convicted. You presented a public image with the best friend of someone that's going down with the rap Jeffrey Epstein. And we see what happened to people that were super, super close and tight with Epstein. Did they do any jail time? I mean, only Ghislaine did, but she was his co-conspirator. But all jokes aside, yeah, a lot of people lost their titles, lost their houses, lost their respect. Also, for anybody that is wondering whether this magazine is legit, okay? This is not a thing. Glitz Paris, the Lettre, Glitz Paris, and also 20MR, they're all different versions of the same outlet. They are a French investigative weekly magazine. It was launched in September 2022 by Indigo Publications. It's focusing on the global luxury schedule. It aims to delve into inner workings of the luxury industries, covering topics such as corporate strategies, family dynamics, and financial movements within major luxury groups. Again, it is not considered a tabloid magazine. It is positioned as an investigative journalism publication with a focus on the luxury industry, offering in-depth reporting on topics like corporate strategies, again, finances, and power dynamics within major luxury groups. Its reputation is rooted in serious and independent reporting, not sensationalism. Unlike tabloids, they avoid gossip and innuendo, choosing instead to deliver well researched content. It is subscription based, and these subscriptions are a lot. Like, well, a single subscription for this investigative journalism per year for one person is about 1,100. If you want 1 to 5 people, it's like 5,000. And it goes, the price gets higher and higher. Its subscription-based ad-free model further underscores its commitment to unbiased, high-quality journalism, distancing itself from sensational or speculative reporting. So I'll never work for them. The magazine has gained recognition for its analytical depth and neutral approach, even drawing criticism from powerful industry figures like Bernard Arnault, who reportedly banned LVMH executives from engaging with these magazines, a testament to its uncompromising stance on investigative journalism. Again, in the US, we look at fashion as something funny. Over in France, that is a pillar of their economy. This magazine is legit. The sources are verified. You can argue all day, but they're literally telling you what is going on right now. The wolves are in, the Carters are under siege, their empire is being threatened right now, and all because of their association with Sean Diddy Combs. Again, I can't help but think, I really can't help but think that if Jay-Z and Beyonce, if they knew what the power structure was and how it was, whatever, a Game of Thrones, why didn't they come out from the beginning and completely denounce Diddy? I would have. Listen, he's a horrible person and we hope justice is served. But instead, they remained neutral. And it seems like that might be coming back to bite them. Not necessarily because they did anything more or less than anybody in the entertainment industry, but because their enemies over in France are using it against them. Anyway, y'all, this story's developing. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Link in the description box, by the way.